This is a short tutorial video on how to draw a simple floor plan for the designers at Space Sculpt. You've got two options. The first option is more or less a do-it-yourself option. It takes about 20 minutes per room. What you're going to need is you're going to need a tape measure, a piece of paper, preferably a ruler, and a pencil. For the second option, this is more or less a done for you option with a really cool app that's out called Magic Plan. So we'll get to that at the end. So step one is to sketch it. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to start with sketching an outline of the room. So ignore the doors and the windows that are in this picture. All you're going to be sketching is just the exterior walls of the rooms. You're going to leave spaces for any doors or openings. So if you have a hallway or if you have an entryway, a big open space that goes into a kitchen or anything like that, make sure that you leave those spaces open. The third thing you're going to do, so after you have the exterior walls done, you're going to add doors. So any doors, and we have an example right here. If you look at my cursor, you can see that this is a door that swings outside of the room. And you can see how it's drawn, that you can clearly tell the path of the door, how it swings. So please note the swing, whether it swings out of the room or into the room. We would need to know that. Then you're going to add windows. So you can see there's 4 windows. There's 2 on the wall at the top, and then 2 smaller windows here and here on the wall on the left-hand side. So you'll want to add those windows in, and all they are just a tiny little rectangle on the outside of the space. And then number 5, try and keep it to scale as best you can. You know, if one wall is 20 feet long and another wall is 15 feet long, make sure that the wall that's 20 feet long is longer, because obviously that will help the designers get a really good idea of how the room is laid out. Step 2, after you get that done, you've got that sketched out, what you're going to do is you're going to take measurements. So you're going to get your tape measure, and you're going to start with measuring the entire length of the wall. So as an example, let's look at the wall on the left. You can see here that this wall is 18 feet and 0 inches. Be sure that you note how many feet the wall is and how many inches the wall is. And you can see that how I have this drawn, that it encompasses the entire wall, and then the parts of that are going to add up to 18 feet. If the parts don't add up to the total measurement, you have a mistake. So at the end of each wall, make sure that all of the individual parts match up to the overall measurement of the entire wall. So you've got, if you look down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you've got 1 foot 0 inches. Then you've got a window space 2 foot 0 inches. 12 feet empty wall space in the middle, another 2 foot window, and another 1 foot little section in the corner there. It's important to note that you do put in those little tiny sections, even if it's only 6 inches or a foot. Be sure that you include those. And if you add those up, the 12, 2, 1, 2, and 1, you have 18 feet 0 inches. So you're going to do that for all 4 walls and all 4 areas. You can see this one, I've brought the 18 feet into the middle. You can do it on the outside as well, just depends on if you have room on your piece of paper. You can see this top wall, I have a 15 foot 6 inch wall, and that's kind of drawn to encompass it on the outside of the room. So either way is okay. Just try and make the numbers clear that way, and make sure that you kind of press hard on your pencil. That way when you scan your image and upload it to Space Sculpt, our designers can see. Step 3 is going to be to take pictures. Stand in each corner and you'll take 4 pictures. So if you have 4 corners in your room, you're going to have 4 pictures, and this is required. We do need to get a minimum amount of pictures from all 4 corners, so we get basically a view from each of the corners. And that's the minimum requirement that you need to put into your project brief. Number 2, what else you can do is in the middle of the room facing all 4 walls. So stand in the middle of the room, face one wall, take a picture. Face the next wall, take a picture. Okay, so now you're up to 8 pictures total. Take a picture of any furniture that will stay. So if you have an end table, a coffee table, even a rug, for sure any major furniture like couches and things like that, our designers will want to see what kind of style that couch is in order to incorporate that into your design. Number 4, take a picture of any built-in cabinetry. So if you have anything that is built into the wall that will stay, please note that and take a picture of it and put a little note in the project brief. And like I said before, the minimum is the 4 corners, but obviously we prefer more. Our designers aren't able to come out to your space, so you need to give them a good visual and a good representation of what your space looks like via these pictures. So what else can you do if you don't want to do the do-it-yourself route? Well, there is a really, really cool app called Magic Plan. Capture rooms faster and in a fun way. You basically use your iPhone or your iPad, and it's downloadable in the App Store. App of the week in 94 countries, and you can literally, it walks you through it on their site. They have a picture of a kid actually doing it, and you just sort of point and snap pictures, and it draws a professional floor plan for you. So it's a pretty amazing app. You can do it for free, and you can export as a JPEG. So if you'd rather have it done for you, here's what you're going to do. You're going to visit sensopia.com. That's the actual creator of the app. Download that app. It's in the App Store. Follow their simple tutorial, and in fact they have a tutorial so easy a kid does it in their video. Number 4, export as a JPEG image file. And number 5, take your pictures. So if you didn't draw your space plan yourself, you're still going to have to take those pictures. So go ahead and take the pictures of your space like we talked about in step 3. And then number 6, upload them all to Space Sculpt. If you still need help, you can call our customer support line anytime. You can also shoot us an email, or you can use the live chat feature right there in step 2 of the project launch sequence. So hopefully that helps, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us, and we'll get you up and running as fast as possible.